So the rumors of Caitlin Clark's return are not stopping. They are not stopping at all. She's not back tonight, obviously. And she's not back on Friday, obviously. Or on Sunday either. I was like, today is Friday. So she's not back for tonight or she's not back for Sunday. But then they got like a 5-day break where where the rumor is she's going to be back in practice. However, there is a very interesting rumor going around. And there is one page that posted it on Twitter. And this is somebody that has very much gotten a lot of predictions right, as far as I'm aware. As far as I'm aware, from what I've heard, basically I got a DM from somebody that normally is kind of on the money with things. Normally on the money being like, look, this person's been right with a lot of predictions. And then has gone and said this. Getting word from some locals who are usually in the know in the city who believe that Taylor Swift will be attending Gamebridge either for the Fevers game against the Lynx or the Storm. While ticket price haven't changed, I personally think this is accurate as well. Predict the Lynx and a second row tickets for it. If she does show up, there's almost no way she can sit front row, surely. Had even put security around her in the floor seats. Like all the celebrities that sit on the floor in games. I don't know what they're expecting the answer to be there. But the thing is, I don't think that Taylor Swift shows up to a game that Caitlin Clark's not playing in. That's just my theory. And as people are saying, Lynx or Storm, it might be the Storm game. You've got people making predictions out here on the L TikTok. On the L TikTok making predictions here.
PR predictions, but I have one for Taylor Swift. She is going on the podcast of her professional athlete boyfriend. And she typically brings friends or collaborators to his football game. Who did she bring last season that is also a showgirl? Caitlin Clark. I think Taylor Swift is going to be at the Indiana Fever game on August 22nd. And this might be a hot take, but that would be perfectly in line with when Caitlin Clark is coming back from injury. And
no one has a clue when Caitlin Clark's coming back from injury. The only thing is, though, is that they have a away game against Connecticut, and then they've got like a stretch of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday where she can practice. So they can probably ramp her up into maybe some full speed stuff and then 4 days of ramping up with the team, which should be enough. Like 1 or 2 full practices should be enough to get out on the court against the Lynx.
Caitlin has even said that she wants to get Taylor and Travis to a game. Caitlin's 22. We've been leaning into 22. That goes without saying. Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark are arguably the two most recognizable women across entertainment right now. Without a doubt. Perfect.
But yeah, that is one of the theories that she's coming back for this game on the 22nd. They then face against the Storm on the 26th, which is, and people were like, oh, it could be the Storm game because, 26 is double 13. I'm like, that is unlikely a reason. Unlikely a reason, but it does seem in general that people are predicting Taylor Swift to attend one of these Fever games. And maybe it could be a case where she knows Caitlin's not going to be back. Caitlin's going to be back, or Caitlin's not going to be back, so we're just going to go to a game anyway. But, yeah, it's supposedly at the end of the podcast, I haven't seen the end of it, Taylor said, now you know. New Heights reposting Caitlin's. It could be happening. It could happen. Like, I just want to see what the hell's happened to Fever prices. For Indiana Fever prices. Has it happened? Has this happened? And again, this is just a rumor. Why are we talking about rumors? We're talking about rumors because there's nothing else. Nothing else to talk about. Absolutely nothing else to talk about. So, it is $17 from Gamebridge. And no, the ticket prices have not changed at all. It's actually scary. Like, the September the 9th game, I'm not joking. The September the 9th game is $21. And it's in all likelihood, Caitlin Clark is going to be back for that game. Like, I'm just going to... Man, like, if it wasn't for the whole visa issues, I would 100%... Man, you can get, like, third row for, like, $200. I would 100% would have done that by myself. I would 100% would go third row in Cambridge to go see Caitlin Clark potentially play, or to see the last regular season game. But unfortunately, you know, better safe than sorry, staying back in Ireland for now. But yeah, it is an interesting one. It is an interesting one, and I think a lot of people are going to be talking now about these rumors. And look, we're just trying to grasp for straws at this stage, because there is a possibility she's back for that game. I think the Storm game actually sounds like a likely game where she comes back, like you've got the 26th. It's like what, 12 days from now, or 11 days from now. So you're in a pretty good space. For that 11 days, I would not be surprised if she's back in practice on Monday. If she's back in practice on Monday, she's 1,000,000% going to be back for the Storm game. And that kind of makes sense. Like, you go play the Storm, and that means you've got a game in. Your first game back isn't on a 3-game West Coast trip. So you're in okay shape then. But yeah, it's your first game isn't against the Sparks, and it's a game. The Sparks might be the most important game, because you do face, again, if you can play the Storm, you're back for Storm, Sparks, and it's a 3-game. Storm, Sparks, and Valks. And what you don't want to have to do is miss any of those games, because they're the 3 most important games of the year. So anyway, yeah, that is it is what it is. That's all I'm going to say, is it is what it is. We're trying to speculate. We're trying to figure it out. And people are trying to use Taylor Swift potentially coming as that. There are rumors that she's coming back for that day. There are rumors where, like, we're going to see Caitlin back in practice at some stage. And who knows? Who knows? We'll know on Monday. If she's not back in practice by Tuesday of next week, I think we can potentially write off Caitlin for the season. Because if she's not back in practice by Tuesday of next week, it's unlikely that she's even going to be close to coming back for the Minnesota game. And then they go on a road trip very quickly after that. So they play back-to-back Minnesota. She's definitely not going to play the Minnesota game then. And then they have the Storm game. What is it? It's Minnesota. They play Minnesota, Storm. And then they go on a 3-game road trip. And then they're back for like 2 games at the end of the year. And it's like the Sky, the Mystics, and the Lynx again. So if she's not back in practice this week, she's not going to go on that road trip. And in best case scenario, she's back for the last 3 games of the season, which might not be enough for the Fever to make the playoffs. But who knows? Maybe the power of the Swifties can get Caitlin back playing.